Imagine this for a second. You're smart, you have a degree, you have a stable job, your salary is higher than most people around you, you work hard, you think logically, you make careful decisions at work, and yet, your bank account never really grows. Every month the money comes in, and somehow disappears. Savings stay low. Investments are confusing, stress stays high. How is it possible that smart people, educated people, capable people still stay broke? That is exactly what we are going to unpack today, and what I am about to share might completely change how you see money. Before we go deeper, if you care about understanding money at a psychological level, make sure you like this video and subscribe to AI with Iftikhar. This channel is not about fake motivation or get-rich-quick promises. It is about understanding why we make the money decisions we make and how small mindset shifts can change everything. Now let's continue. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Being smart does not automatically make you wealthy. In fact, sometimes being smart can actually keep you stuck. That sounds strange, right? We grow up believing that good grades lead to good jobs, and good jobs lead to financial security, so we focus on education. We focus on skills. We focus on promotions. But nobody really teaches us how to think about money. Nobody teaches us how emotions influence spending. Nobody teaches us how social pressure affects our lifestyle. And nobody explains that income and wealth are two completely different things. Let me tell you a simple story. Sarah works in a corporate office. She earns a good salary. Every year she gets a raise. Her friends admire her success. She upgrades her apartment. She buys a new car. She travels twice a year. She feels proud. From the outside, she looks financially successful. But inside, she feels constant pressure. Credit card balances grow. Savings stay small. Investments are delayed because I will start next year. And next year never comes. Sarah is smart, but she is trapped. This is called the salary trap. When your income increases, your lifestyle increases with it. Psychologists call this lifestyle inflation. You earn more, so you spend more. You move to a better neighborhood, you buy better clothes, you eat at nicer restaurants, and slowly, your expenses rise to match your income. The problem is not low income. The problem is automatic upgrading. Your brain links higher income with higher consumption. It feels deserved. It feels logical. But it silently blocks wealth. Smart people often justify these decisions better than anyone else. They can explain why the expensive car makes sense. They can explain why the bigger apartment is necessary. They can explain why the luxury watch is an investment. Intelligence becomes a tool for rationalizing emotional decisions. And this is where financial psychology becomes powerful. Most money decisions are not logical. They are emotional first, logical second. Another reason smart people stay broke is overconfidence. When you are intelligent, you trust your judgment. That is usually a strength. But with money, overconfidence can be dangerous. You might believe you can time the market. You might delay investing because you're waiting for the perfect moment. You might think you can recover from debt quickly. This confidence creates delay. And in finance, delay is expensive. Time is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. When you postpone investing for 5 or 10 years, you lose the power of compounding, and compounding doesn't care how smart you are. It only cares how early you start. There is also the problem of social comparison. Smart professionals often surround themselves with other high earners. When everyone around you is buying a house, you feel pressure to buy one. When everyone is upgrading their car, you feel behind if you don't. Even if you understand logically that comparison is unhealthy, emotionally it still affects you. Your brain wants belonging. Your brain wants status. Money becomes a way to signal success. And signaling success often costs more than building actual wealth. Let's talk about identity. Many smart people tie their identity to their career. I am a lawyer. I am an engineer. I am a manager. Their income becomes part of who they are. If income drops, identity feels threatened, so they focus on earning more instead of managing better. They chase promotions, overtime, side projects, but they ignore budgeting, investing, and long-term planning. Earning more feels productive. Tracking expenses feels boring. So they choose the exciting path over the effective one. There is also a hidden fear that keeps smart people stuck. Fear of looking foolish. Investing can feel uncomfortable. Asking basic financial questions can feel embarrassing. So instead of admitting they don't fully understand something, many intelligent people avoid it. They stay in cash. They delay decisions. They read articles but never take action. This quiet avoidance slowly damages their financial future. Now, here is something very important. Wealth is not built by intelligence alone, it is built by consistent, sometimes boring decisions. Automatic investing, controlled spending, long-term thinking, emotional discipline. None of these require genius-level IQ, they require awareness and systems. A person with average intelligence but strong financial habits can outperform a highly intelligent person with poor money behavior. Think about this. If two people earn the same salary, but one saves and invests 20% consistently for 10 years, while the other upgrades lifestyle every year and saves nothing, who builds wealth? It is not about who is smarter. It is about who controls behavior. Let's go deeper into emotional spending. After a stressful week, buying something feels rewarding. After achieving something at work, celebrating with an expensive purchase feels deserved. Retail therapy is real. Your brain releases dopamine when you spend. It feels good in the moment. But long-term wealth requires delaying that dopamine. And delaying pleasure is difficult, even for smart people. Another powerful psychological factor is short-term thinking. Humans are wired to prioritize immediate rewards over future benefits. Saving for retirement feels distant. Buying something today feels real. Even if you understand retirement math, your emotional brain struggles to care about a future version of you. That disconnect creates undersaving. Let me share a mindset shift that can change everything. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" start asking, "Does this decision move me closer to freedom?" Wealth is not about impressing people. It is about buying time, security, and options. When you see money as freedom instead of status, your behavior changes. You start valuing assets over appearances. Let me share a mindset shift that can change everything. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" start asking, "Does this decision move me closer to freedom?" Wealth is not about impressing people. It is about buying time, security, and options. When you see money as freedom instead of status, your behavior changes. You start valuing assets over appearances. At I with Iftikhar, the goal is to help you think clearly about these invisible patterns. Because once you see them, you cannot unsee them. Once you understand that your biggest financial enemy is not low income but unconscious decisions, you start paying attention. You start noticing small leaks in your spending. You start questioning automatic upgrades. You start building systems instead of relying on willpower. Smart people often believe they can outthink money problems, but money rewards consistency more than intelligence. It rewards patience more than excitement. It rewards discipline more than ambition. That is why many average earners quietly build strong investment portfolios, while some high earners live paycheck to paycheck. If this is resonating with you, pause for a moment. Ask yourself honestly, where am I upgrading lifestyle instead of building assets? Where am I justifying emotional spending with logic? Where am I delaying investing because I want perfect timing? Awareness is the first step. Change does not happen overnight, but small shifts compound over time, just like money does. Here is a practical approach you can start with. Automate your savings so you never see the money in your checking account. Increase investments every time your salary increases, but keep lifestyle stable for at least a year. Track your expenses for 30 days without judgment, just observation. When you remove shame and add awareness, behavior becomes easier to change. Remember, the goal is not to stop enjoying life. The goal is balance. It is possible to enjoy today and still prepare for tomorrow. But that requires intentional decisions, not automatic ones, and that is the core message here. Smart people stay broke not because they lack intelligence, but because they underestimate psychology. As we come close to the end, I want you to reflect on one final idea. Imagine your future self 10 years from now. Would she thank you for upgrading your car today or for investing that money instead? Would she care about the brand of your watch or the size of your investment account? The choices feel small now, but over time, they define your freedom. If you found value in this, Comment below and tell me one money habit you're going to change after watching this video. I read your comments, and your insights help others learn too. And share this video with someone who is smart, hardworking, but quietly struggling with money. Sometimes one conversation can change a financial future. On I with Iftikhar, we are building a community that thinks deeper about money. Not louder, not flashier, just smarter and more aware. Because when you understand the psychology behind your decisions, you stop reacting and start designing your financial life. And that is when real wealth begins. Give me 2